Okay, so I'm going to be doing probably about 2 or 3 hours of this. I'm not really too sure. We're going to be doing another quest of feedback. I have collected far too many games now that I intend to look at. My folder, despite having deleted a lot of the games I've looked at thus far, has grown despite my best efforts. There is now 34 things in my folder of games I could potentially look at. There is now, I think, 3 days left of this quest. There's not a whole heck of a lot. But without further ado, without rambling for half an hour before doing anything, I'm going to actually try to knock a couple of these out. Some of these I think I can get a pretty good idea and good feel for past 10 or so minutes. So hopefully I can knock a few of these out in relatively quick succession and actually get a pretty good idea of how they're going to be. I hope. That is my hope. I don't know if that will happen, but that is kind of a plan. My plan. My hope. Anyway, so the first one up is called Rogue... what is it? Rogue Secret Shadows. It's a game that is being described as a stealth roguelike game. I'm trying to find the volume knob. Was that it? No. No, because I can barely hear it, and if I can barely hear it, chat probably can't hear it at all, so... There you go. Alright. It was kind of hidden. Alright, so, like I said, it is a rogue stealth, or roguelike stealth game. And I don't know. I kind of want to describe it as what if Thief was 2D and a roguelike. Okay, arrow keys does nothing. ASWD. Don't know what that's doing. It's a timer? Oh, are we not doing turn-based? Oh, arrow keys are doing something. You have to kind of... I don't know, actually. That's kind of weird. Alright, so... steal the sacred Yendir vase, acquire at least 7 spells, empty the treasure chest, or allow a spell to be stolen from you. Okay. Is this music coming from this? Hold on. Yeah, it is. This is probably like Kevin MacLeod or something, isn't it? Yep. It is. I just scrolled down. Alright. So this is not a downloadable one, it's going through the browser. Okay, we can just... Why are we potentially dying now? Not really sure what's going on here. Items. Oh. Hmm. You lost a lot. I'm very confused. Hold on, so what is that then? I lost 77 life, or... No. Hmm. Lost a life due to bleeding. But I used a bandage. Can we just infinitely use... A book of dreams. I'm sorry, was that a slime and did it just go through the wall? Some of these monsters are a little... No, it's fine, just ignore me. Yeah. Mr. Skelly Bones there isn't exactly the best guard. You know, on account of not having any eyes. But there doesn't seem to be any way of actually stopping bleeding. You just keep bleeding. Make items at this crafting station. Craft a bandage, craft a lockpick. We have... Okay. I don't know if that's taking a little bit of time for that to finally process or what. What does the skull do? What does it mean? Freed a prisoner. Okay. But that's supposed to be a hiding spot, is it not? I was... I was seen by the rat. So now what? How do you wait? Can you wait? Space. Nope, space does not in fact do that. It opens up an entirely new window. What the hell? Yeah, no, don't push space. What the fuck? Okay. It's right over the full screen button, so it's just this. Okay, action buttons. Status. Do we not have key bindings listed anywhere? No. No, we don't. Okay. Well. Still have no idea what the hell the skull's supposed to mean. Skelly Bones is still just not really sure what he's doing. You need to be poisoned to brew an antidote. Why? Let me make an antidote before I'm poisoned. That way I don't need to rush to the cauldron that I might not have an idea where it might be at a point. Okay. So... Uh-oh. So the music choice is a little... Oh. Okay. I mean, ideally if I click on the thing it should be using it rather than needing to confirm, but... okay. I guess maybe as a safeguard, just so you don't accidentally use it? You found a sacred Yendir vase sealing spell. Okay, so... Alright, we have the vase, we have the prisoner freed, or trap a guard inside of a locked room. Well, that's good. You know, just walk through the wall door. That's nice. Okay, well, I just locked the door. Okay. Collect some bones. Well, where the hell am I supposed to find bones? Why is there a hat just... What? Revelation Stone of Yacht? Enchanted Skull of Yendir can't do it. Book of Life. Book of Dreams. Okay, we can just make this number keep going up, I guess. Reveal your surroundings. Oh my god, ah. Oh, cool, because I don't even know where I am right now, because the invisibility spell. Okay. Yeah, so invisibility should have you be transparent, not just completely gone. Okay, bandages are not getting used. I can just keep hitting it and restoring health. It's just, if you forget, you kinda end up dead. Collect bones, lock yourself inside the secret room. Well, either way, you need a frickin' key, don't you? Status bleeding, yeah, well... okay, well, healing scroll does it, I guess. I mean, gotta be honest. Doesn't feel like I'm doing too much in the way of stealth here. I also like how this music is not fitting at all for being stealthy. Wait, what happened? Wait, what? There you go. Alright, hold on. I don't think I can complete this game right now. Because I used the key to trap the guard, or whatever, I don't know, the rat in the one room there, but that didn't count for that. I don't think I can lock myself in the secret room. And I don't know where bones are. I've gone across this entire map, I think, at this point. Yes, actually. Yes, I have. I do not know what the secret room is supposed to even be here. Oh, that's locked now. Well, rip, I guess. Alright, just... What just happened? My keys just went all over the place. Like, I tried to go down and then I was moving to the left. Alright, well... I think... Alright, so the hat is doing it, I think. Ah, yeah, Hatter is using reverse movement spell. Okay, I think that is... I think I'm good on this one. Secrets. The old secret, any rogue not shedding blood while exiting will be eliminated. Oh, there is in fact... There actually is a thing telling you what you can press. Skip turn is space. Well, maybe it is, but it also is opening an entirely new window. Or tab. There doesn't see... Oh, you can scroll wheel, okay. You must accomplish the objectives to succeed. Objectives can vary. Yep. I'm not sure what it takes to trap a guard. I think I screwed that one up because I locked that door, so he can still move around. But, I mean, the end result is still the same. The fact you can soft lock yourself really kinda sucks. So, yeah. As that one is, I think the idea is okay. A stealth roguelike, I think, could work. You know, Thief is an entire game. You have sticks. You know, stealth games can work. A 2D one where you can see their sightlines and whatnot, it works. It's been done before. This one right now, as it is, it's way too rough of a game for... I mean... The fact you can stand right in front of an enemy, basically walk right through them, and then they'll just be like, huh? Is a little silly. Also, the fact that it's all indoors right now, it would be better if, you know, you had some variety. Here's like a little town or a mansion or something you can kind of sneak around with and have an idea of where they are rather than just open door and, oh hey, He's right there. What else? Like some abilities, like I don't know. You can walk up into cabinets or altars, where the heck they are, and that seems to be just about it for your sneaking ability, other than you using scrolls that you have to find. It seems rather rough right now. It is rather rough, really. Alright, so this one is root access. And compared to the last one, this one is much louder. New directive. Something is blocking wind power plant. Remove obstacle to restore energy flow. So, this one is supposedly a bit like Stardew Valley, but pixel... I mean, I guess Stardew Valley was kind of doing pixel art anyway, wasn't it? You are a robot. I also saw it being compared to Forager, so... Sign task complete. Unit status. Purpose fulfilled. Designation. Robot unit obsolete. Processing. Decision. Abandon unit to corrosion. Your entire life was to chop down a tree. What is my purpose? You passed the border. Unscheduled interaction detected. But hey, oh. Okay, 1 and 2 does nothing. I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that a scythe? Oh, okay. Those are the seeds. I thought those were costs. Yeah, we have 500. How do we have money, though? What are we buying and selling to? I guess the machine mother? Oops. Yep. Obviously, this one is also another one you cannot download. Okay, so is there any reason to do that other than just making things a little bit prettier? Doesn't really seem to be the case. I can already feel myself really disliking this music. Why does farming... Why does farm field just make the grass go away? So why is it the first thing we planted still hasn't grown, and yet everything else is growing just fine? A little screwed up, man. I'm gonna keep doing that. Nope, you cannot, in fact. Ah, good. Can you get over... I'm so used to every other game having escape as a way of just, you know, unselecting a thing. Okay, those count as actually grown. I thought that was an intermediate stage. It was not. It was actually it being fully grown. You cannot... Oh, there we go. No, I would like you to have... What? How is there no option to just select the whole stack or what have you? Okay, shift and click actually does that. It's a little strange. The music really kind of reminds me of, like, the offensively inoffensive corporate music. Growth chance. I think this is all there is to this right now. So is this just to rip it up? Oh, well, that seems kind of dumb. Like, because you can just do the same by doing this, right? No? What? Okay. Sure. Whoa. I like how you... alright. I think that is quite literally all there is to this. You can buy 2 plants, 2 cells that you can place down. You have that building over there that you can't get to, and then you have the border of the world. I don't even know if I said the name of this game. It's called Root Access. Right mouse button is to deselect, fair enough. I just have a very bad habit of hitting escape. Right, yeah, shift to sell and drag all items in a thing, yep. Yeah, that's it. Welcome to hell, I guess, little robot dude. You're trapped on an island. Like, for what reason does he even need a farm? For why does he need the money? You know? Game is obviously very unfinished right now. But, can't expect that. Alright, well. Let's see, what else can I get here? Okay. I have... Well, like I said, I got 34 of these dang things still, just about. 35, actually, if I want to count another one that's on my desktop through Steam, as opposed to being in this folder. Let's see. So, I'm going to take a look at another one called... It's called Smart Attack. It's another one that has just an EXE. Oh my god. Okay, so, Smart Attack. It is a, well, it kind of looks like an educational game that took a little bit of lysergic acid, combined with Earthbound and an early 2000s cartoon. It is still kind of loud. Jesus. Okay, X. 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 Are we spelling words? I think we're spelling words here. Are we doing good? Smart ass. J doesn't begin with X. Oh hey, just some booze. Oh. What the heck is that thing? Oh. I thought, hey, maybe this one would be, you know, a little bit more geared towards children. You know, it looks like a educational game, but, maybe not. What the hell in any of this junk starts with O? I'm sorry, is that an etset? Or is that a B? I think it's supposed... No, that's a B. Can I grab... Yes, okay, you can grab capitals too. That is actually a non-English character. Yeah, we're definitely... Hey, look, bread. I don't know why all this stuff is following us. I don't know the importance of that. We also apparently have a limited amount of life. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously we had a limited amount of life considering we failed. It's just... That... Lambda? The point I was trying to make there is just we have the life in the bottom right. I didn't see that before. Okay, boop, boop. I'm feeling like this is a little bit of a snake game. Is that bread okay? Okay, I think that is... Oh god, what was it? Like a D? Beta. I mean, I think we've seen just about all we are probably going to see out of this one. It kind of feels like it is a Flash game from, you know, yesteryear. Yeah, I could have seen this thing being on something like Congregate. All things considered, it is fairly easy. Just keep collecting the same letter over and over and over again. I don't think there is a win state. I mean, you can spell poop with B, right? Can I grab the R? Like B-R-E? No? So you can actually clear up the entire map then. I was noticing a lot of the map was slowly disappearing. Or, well, not disappearing, but emptying out from all the stuff. And yeah, you are actually slowly picking this crap up. So I guess at a certain point you kind of have to sabotage yourself then. Because otherwise it's just you doing nothing then, it seems. Alright, well, there you go. That is Smart Attack. And, well, considering it's already kind of doing a little bit of crass humor, they could have just named it Smartass, you know. You got the donkey at the, you know, you got Jack the donkey. It's making some, you know, jokes on you know, him being an ass. Yeah, could have named it Smartass. Unless there's already a game called Smartass. I have no idea. Alright. So, that was a little shorter than I was kind of expecting, but I went a little bit longer than I was also expecting, so, yeah. It's alright. Music is kind of fittingly, you know, lighthearted. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more like Scrabble where you had to actually spell words. I don't know, maybe that is a thing and I just didn't do that, but yeah, I was kind of expecting it to be you putting words together. That's kind of what I was saying. Like, it looks like an educational game. You know, you have a bunch of letters floating around, so, you know, like, that's what I was saying. It's like, it looks like it's going to be kind of an educational game for kids, because, you know, you're moving around, pick up letters, kind of like Scrabble, spell words, you know, you have anthropomorphic character, you know, for the kids. You know, I kind of expected something that doesn't seem to be, but it's alright. Don't really know what I could even critique there. Alright, let's see. So, next one up I'm going to do is called Sect Leader's Decree. It is a... It kind of looks like a Chinese-flavored Age of Castles. And... well... okay. There we go. I immediately saw this and was... my brain immediately went to mild panic mode just because it's like, ah, yes. Let me read that. Showing basics of gameplay, the game is still in development, your feedback, yep. Okay. I don't know what we're looking at here. Okay. So we have the leader. Body refinement. Middle stage. What do you mean? What does that mean? Is this like a cultivation simulator type of thing, or does body refinement mean their age? Is this a really bad translation? Skills. Building, producing, research, cooking. Okay. All of them look very mediocre. Do not expect me to pronounce any of these names. Ever. And for two people who are called elders, you know, for their title, whatever, they look very young. Can you scroll wheel? Oh yeah, you can. Okay, that... so clicking and dragging on that is kind of a pain in the ass. Scroll wheel, though, works. Alright, let's see. So, normal difficulty, resources decay normally, buildings decay normally, books decay normally, buy resources at 200% more expensive. Definitely going to be translation errors. Alright. I wasn't even sure if me clicking the start button just did anything, because there was nothing. No sound effect, no button color change. What the hell am I looking at here? Okay. I don't know, maybe I accidentally scrolled over one of these. Cultivation material. Yep. Cultivation game. Do you wish to skip the tutorial? Probably not, because some of these cultivation sim games can be so... they can make Dwarf Fortress look like a baby game. On how much crap is going on with them. Let's start by building a warehouse. Okay. Okay. Shows how many characters are needed for this action. Okay. Click anywhere to continue. I am. Okay. Tutorial is fucked. Okay, why are those available in the full game? So we're bound to the right bank. Repair the forest. Highlight? Oh, okay, I guess that kind of works a little bit. Bamboo, yep. Repair the bamboo, you know, as you do. Dormitories. I kind of almost misread that as dominatrix, you know, it's fine. What number is this? How many? Okay, so let's see. So this is the millions. Billions. Oh, you know, just a casual 3 out of 100 trillion potential characters. So, the food rots. Oh god, even the wood decays? Really? Wait, are we going through an actual, like... Hold on. End turn. Why did it just change the color? We haven't done anything. Okay, so the number there... Actually, just all of this needs, like, better... You know, like, formatting. The number is getting cut off as well as the icon. Alright, library. Alright, basic architecture. We can put that guy there, I guess. A second story. Oh, he's not researching. He's just putting a new floor onto it. Current state is pristine. Turns to next decay stage 15. This is where... Okay. Build the second floor, I guess? I don't know. What's it costing? What's this? Non-mu wood. Assign missions to disciples. Living house. Kitchen. Okay. I mean, I'll probably have to put one of the 2 elders onto food. Okay. Here. You do that, I guess. No, that's for repair. Okay. Right, so... Do we have a storehouse? We do not. Storehouse next to the... There we go. So pushing buttons, everything is not seemingly either initially recognizing input, or they have not ate. What do you mean they haven't ate? Do we have food? Do we not? I mean, we have reeds. They could eat that. That's probably okay. We have rice. Cooking. Hey, you new guy, you do this. Make, okay. Alright, that's a little... Okay. Trading resources, oh, Jesus. There's so many resources at the bottom. Okay, we don't need another kitchen now. We don't need a library research lab, so the only other thing right now is the cultivation area. And that scares me. I've seen a lot of cultivation games, and they get... They become absolute insanity. And considering the number of resources at the bottom, I kind of feel like that's where this is already going to go a little bit. Okay. So we have a rice field. Harvest. Okay. So you need to put someone on this to constantly... Farm? No? Why can he not farm? I'm pretty sure if I hit that button... Yeah, we lost 3 rice. Yeah, so they are definitely doing... They're doing something. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Cultivation manual. Building instructions. Beginner book name. Producing instructions. Research instructions. Cookbook. That background with that font right there is kind of hard to read. Copybook? Do we have copy? Yeah, we have books. I don't think we need to do that right now. Hey, what's going on? Doing nothing, building, okay. Main hall missions, explore forests. Chance to get some wood, I think? Yeah, some wood. A mushroom that looks like even touching it would kill you, let alone eating it. Or a shell. Or some money from that. No one. Oh man, talking about illegibility, look at that. I can't even make out anything on the right side of that. I can see the C for, like, choose, and then... God, okay, so choose character, it's just completely illegible. Okay, so why skill required key gathering? Okay, so none of my guys can do that. Research lab, research. Alright, we have a research tree, although it is kind of small. Basic architecture, so we know that. Bamboo processing. I like how our main character has this aura around him, and he's just about as useless as the rest of them, seemingly. What do we need for this cultivation thing? Basic meditation? Building 2, body refinement, cultivation, late stage, resources required. It's just... we have the resources. Okay. Completed build, reward, second story, completed mortal missions, got 10 pine wood, 20 fruits decayed to mush. Great. So it did look like the library even changed a little bit, though. I don't like the idea that your books are just constantly decaying. 30 turns... I don't know if 30 turns is a good amount or not a good amount, but I don't think that's probably a very good amount, considering... And I think food is decaying. Yeah, just everything is just slowly decaying. So I feel like a lot of this game is just going to be you upkeeping everything. Harvest? Yeah, you can have someone fish. Not that you can really cook it right now, can you? Recipes. Rice porridge, meat stew, fish and rice bowl. No, you can't have fish on its own. So can I seriously not just have someone harvest freaking food? Why? Man. Because we don't have it researched? We start off with the rice farm, but we don't have the research of farming rice, so we can't farm rice? That's a very confusing thing. It seems like if you have a rice farm, you probably would have a basic idea of how to do it, but... alright, I guess. I still don't know how to research this. What do you want? Research. 1. Body refinement late stage. I don't... No, wait, what? No, so it needs 2 turns, requires basic architecture, which we have. Skills required, none, right? And then it's like the first tier research. We have the bamboo slips too. I don't... Dude, I don't know. I really don't know. So it's like to get further into the game, I need to research cultivation for the meditation, but I can't research the basic meditation research because why? Yeah, no. Like, none of them can... Oh, that's another little weird thing. 0//1. I don't know. I really don't know. Why can I not... Wiki? Buildings. Mush. Character says, place to sleep, hunger, actions, technologies. Oh my Jesus. Basic meditation. Yeah, yes, that is that. How do I do it though? Cultivation, refinement, late stage. So does that... Why can he do it now? What? What's different about him now than it was... than... The only thing different here is either late stage body refinement, which is such a weird thing to say. His cultivation, whatever. His skills are all the same, like, no real different than anyone else. I don't know what that... Did that accomplish anything? That's what it was. You specifically need someone at that tier. How do you make money? Is that missions? Yes. Yes, it is. Can't send in... Right, because the key gathering. We can't do key gathering. How do you get key gathering as a skill? Can you, like, have someone just permanently fishing and then... Can we harvest food? Can we do this? Yes. Okay, cool. Just harvest. Cancel. No, don't cancel. I don't care that they haven't ate. It's fine. They don't need food. Food is for the weak. God, I can see this game becoming an absolute nightmare to handle once you start getting a lot of people. Okay, so they finally... Oh, that is actually a nice event that can happen. Alright. Ascended space, basic meditation. Okay, so we have basic meditation, so we should now be able to build the thingamajig. Yeah, we need 15 bamboo, trading. I'm gonna give this a break here shortly. I just want to see what the hell this thing does. What do you do? Cultivation area. What dost thou do? Tell me thine secrets of how to cultivate oneself. I mean, I like that there's actually, like, differences with some of the buildings and like, their states. I like that they can actually get upgraded and whatnot. That's nice. Alright, let's see. Hold on. Highlight, turn that off. Would be kind of nice if there was a little bit more of, like, you know, roads and whatnot in between. Everything is just turning to shit. Oh, good. We finally have... Alright, so basic astrology. Meditate. And then that's it. You get one slot for it. You can just... Wait, why is he glowing now? Yeah, read the mush. That's good. So it is giving him more stats. Just I don't know what the hell is it. Like why? What does it do really? And I still don't know how to get fortune telling. So like right now, it just seems like you're kind of. Nah, I mean, okay. I think you can sell? No, you can't. Sell resource. There we go. Why is rice split into two separate things here? I'm sorry, why is flour the only thing we have right now? Does that just not decay? No, it does. Jesus Christ. Do you think we have enough storage limit? Well, like, we can put the entire universe in our store. Oh, God. How much food would you like in the granary, sir? Yes. Okay. I thought there would have been a little bit more to do. As it is, it's really kind of confusing. Like, okay, you can build the buildings. A lot of them kind of need to be staffed. Fair enough. How do you get more people to staff them? I got the one extra dude and that helped, and then I got no one else after that. Starting off with a rice field that you cannot farm in is perplexing. It's like you have a cult that just bought some land and then kicked the people out or off of the land, and then it's like, wait, how do we actually survive here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. It is in a very rough state right now. It is very confusing as to what the goal or purpose is. You know, it's like, okay, you can research rice farming, farm the rice, get 15 every so often, and then you can have a dude cook, and then, okay, after that you are then kind of self-sufficient, but then you have to worry about literally everything decaying. You have to worry about the buildings. You have to worry about the food. You have to worry about your books that are in your library. Never mind the fact that a lot of these things shouldn't be decaying for, I don't know, years. But here they're lasting, like, only slightly longer than food takes to rot. Like, a game having building maintenance is not a new thing, right? And it's like, one of the best city builders, in my opinion, is Pharaoh. And that has such things, but there you have it kind of, uh, it's the architect's posts, and then, you know, you just need to make sure that you have a dude that's doing it. You don't need to be worrying about repairing repairing this thing yourself manually every 30 turns. That just seems overkill. Maybe there are technologies to increase the longevity of things, but considering the way that this is starting off, with you being very poor, you don't have very many people, you have to research just basic things like how to farm, it's just going to be a lot of frickin' clicking around, doing a lot of maintenance. It looks like it's just going to be you kind of having to do a bunch of busybody work and not really necessarily focusing on the stuff you kind of want to. It needs work. Point is. Kind of unfortunate because some of the... I think some of the promotional materials was showing a little bit more of what they want to do with it, and I don't think that's in the demo, so they probably have some of their screenshots of, like, in development work, as opposed to what is here. Obviously, there's some translation issues, but that is probably because the developers are probably actually Chinese and are just machine translating it to English. I don't know. But the whole cultivation thing is pretty decidedly like a Chinese thing. And I think most of the cultivation sims I've seen are straight up actually from like a dude in Beijing. Let's see. Yeah. Amazing cultivation simulator. Let's see. Yeah. It is in simplified Chinese with English translation. And it's like, I think Amazing Cultivation Simulator is probably one of the best ones out of them, but I do not know. I have not played it, and I don't think I ever will. These games confuse the hell out of me. A lot of these things have a lot to them, and yet, look, you can already see that just right here. This is a lot of Chinese. I cannot read Chinese. Like, okay, you got Frog Dude, you got Bunny Girl. I don't know what's happening here. You have giant demon thing that actually kind of looks cool. You got whatever the hell is going on here. A dude is having a bunch of other dudes with hexagons underneath them, just like doing DBZ power collecting here, and then he shoots out a laser of death. Is this a trading screen showing the trading routes or like hostilities between city-states? I don't know. People call Dwarf Fortress complicated. And then you know, then it's like you got stuff like that and it's just, oh man. If Dwarf Fortress is complicated, then well, I am going to check out another one though here shortly. I'm just trying to I forgot I had my browser open. That's why Discord was audible there. Okay. Oh, that is Sect Leader, which is still just a very strange title anyway. Like, Sect Leader? I don't know. I was kind of hoping I was going to focus a little bit more on, like, city building and whatnot. A turn-based city builder isn't... Like, it's not really my cup of tea, but some of them are okay. You know, again, like, that's all I was saying, is it kind of reminded me a little bit, like, just looking at a lot of the promotional material. I thought it was going to be more Age of Castles, you know, balancing resources. And there is a little bit of that. Again, you know, have a dude on a rice farm farming, you know, make sure that you are cooking. That aspect is fine. I don't mind that. You know, it's like, okay, one farmer is able to produce 15 rice every turn or every 2 turns or whatever the heck it is. I think it's every turn, but didn't seem to be kind of consistent. Don't know. Another issue with, like, the mush mechanic as well is you're going to end up, like, just with one farm, one rice farm, you're getting 15 units every turn or every 2 turns, whatever. Each and every single batch of 15 is going to have an entirely separate mush timer. You know? It's just... Kind of my point on a lot of the cultivation simulators is they become overcomplicated, I think. They try to put too much in there, and it's not really for the better. You know, there really isn't any sense of brevity for a lot of it. Anyway, next one up I'm going to do is one I don't know if I accidentally deleted the folder for. It might be... I don't have it. It's either... No, it's there. I didn't put it into a folder. It's just a loose exe. Okay. While I'm trying to do this, I'll just talk on what it is. So, Within the Bunker is a top-down... Oh, I mean, we're going to be looking at Within the Bunker, but it's a top-down horror game. It kind of makes me think of the World War I Amnesia game. Maybe some old Flash games like Neverending Light or Subterrane. And yeah, it's another one having the UAC issue. Oh my god. Portuguese? There's been a few Portuguese games in this game. I think, or this Game Jam. I think there's like, I think I've seen like 3 Portuguese games, and I think most of them were Brazilian Portuguese. I don't think there was any from actual Portugal. Alright, well, without further ado, let's actually get into it. Let's see. Within the Bunker. Situation, mandatory evacuation, but the door cannot be opened without power. Refuel the northern generator near the bunker door. I'm sorry, is this supposed to be like a face? Cause unknown. Without power from the nearby generator, this module and upgrade table are inaccessible. Resources are scattered around the... well, across the bunker. Use them when needed. Medkits heal, gas cans refuel generators, and gears are for upgrades. Each gas adds 60 seconds to this generator. The northern exit generator requires 40 cans. Good luck. Oh, I have bullet. Well, that was a sudden... I looked to the right. Oh god, that's a lot of them. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit more of like subterranean then, isn't it? Though I don't think the music is necessarily in the vein of subterranean. So does it already have 11 in it, or...? Kinda like the synth there. We're not doing a whole hell of a lot of, gasoline finding, are we? And again, it just seems very, very old Flash gaming. Was that me taking a shot? Do they have ranged monster variants now? Again, look to my right. There you go, finally frickin' found one. No idea what that is. Fire rate is definitely going to get me killed here. Please? There you go. Reload takes forever. Oh dear god. I don't know if they're spawning fast. Oh fuck. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Oh. Oh. Right click is heal. Dear god. I can imagine that most of these medkits probably have like an ampule of morphine in them, and my dude is probably, at this point, just knocking those things back like jello shots. I think you slowly heal over time, because I didn't right click, but I think I just healed. There we go. Well, I said that I probably am healing automatically, and yes. Wait. What? Reload time and reload time. One's gotta be, like, rather than reload time, it's you, I have no more gear. AX-357 was successful, but the reason for its creation was confidential. Okay. Hello? Continue? No? Okay. Yeah, I think one might be shot timer. Because I think I can shoot a little bit faster now. Okay, that spawned right on top of me. Alright. I don't think that's really intentional. I don't think the music is supposed to cut out with the generator turning off. Oh no, maybe this. Honestly, kind of surprised there isn't a shift to run. I like the idea that these little freaks are actually just some sort of experiment, and they're like, oh, you know, Resident Evil Umbrella Corporation, you know, we were creating bioorganic weapons, yes. Sir, they kind of suck. What do you mean? Well, they just kind of, like, slowly crawl towards the person they're trying to kill. Like, most of their kills that they've actually managed to succeed with are simply because there was a lot of them. Well, that's the point! They'll be cheap! Hundreds of them! Think of the possibilities! Sir, they cost about $1 million to manufacture each. They're not cost efficient. You should just be making a tank at that point. Bah, nonsense! We'll just give them the ability to breed! Sir, that is a terrible idea. Nonsense! As a great philosopher once said, life, finds a way. Not really finding a whole heck of a lot here, am I? I mean, this might be why it kind of looks like it all got clustered in one little area. So, I think one of the biggest glaring things is just the pathfinding on the baddies is basically non-existent. A lore? What do you mean? Huh? I can't even buy that, by the way. Upgrade table, okay. Attacked, okay. The experiment hates light, so we had to keep it in a dark room, and the rate at which they multiply is astounding. It seems they are also attracted to sound. Their numbers will only keep growing. So, I mean, it kind of makes me think a little bit of the little... What the hell are they called? Like, dwellers or whatever the hell? The things in the Divide, New Vegas. You know, like, individually they're massively pathetic. But they just keep reading. So, I mean, all things considered, it's not a terrible game. I'm enjoying this enough to maybe finish it. So do we have a limited amount of ammo? No. I don't know. I mean, obviously we have that, but I mean... Kinda looks like we're picking up bullets. The ratio of health kits, med kits, whatever, is a little bit ridiculous here. Okay, let's see if this decreases that number any. I think it did. My dear God. I think the ratio of health kits is a little bit much here. I can understand why they would want to keep the fuel ratio low, but this is a little silly. I think I can actually kind of just, yeah, a little bit outpace them. Yeah, right. Auto heal. That seems like a bit of an oversight of shoot when trying to put fuel into thing. I'm not really sure if it's getting harder or not. I think they're just kind of spawning clusters and then... And then it's just kind of on you whether or not you blunder into them or not. I do wonder if you can just make the auto-heal ratio so high that you can just stand in front of one constantly taking hits and just out-healing him. I'm gonna upgrade that. I don't know what precision does. I assume that is gun accuracy? Yeah, upgrading movement speed is definitely a nice thing. Let's see, so we have 6. I want to see this thing's end screen. I want to see if it has an end screen even. Just keep popping those morphine tablets. Or ampules, or whatever is in these medkits that, you know, is healing you. Just keep knocking those things back. Oh, Jesus, another one. Okay, I think we're good. So it's also kind of strange because the game was mentioning 40, but that says 35. There you go. Maybe it was changed and they just didn't change the dialogue. Is that acid? Alright, well there you go, that's the end. You don't even get a congratulations screen. I mean, it's alright, like I said, it kind of just makes me think of, like, Subterrane or something as such. Just, you know, prototype, very, very in development, whatever version, just... It's okay. I don't know how many games the guy has made, but it's okay. The music's fine. The sound effects are okay. The monster is just constantly kind of going... It's a little funny. The gunshots are okay, but kind of lack a little bit of oomph, but they're fine. They're not annoying. The main thing I would probably just critique here is just the ratio at which things are spawning. You know, there was a good amount of time spent there walking around. There was nothing to pick up. And then when there was stuff to pick up, yes, hello, would you like medkits or medkits? Yes, hello. I think I would take the medkit, please. Excellent choice, sir. Okay, let's see. So, I don't know if the next game or couple are going to have controller support, so I'm going to grab it just in case. Okay. Well, let's find out. Okay. So I got 3 I kind of want to check out here before I end the stream, whenever that might happen. Let's see. So first one up is... Next one up is going to be Out of Body. It is a Sokoban game, and there have been a couple of other Sokoban-like games. Oh, a CMD. A CMD popped up, and there is a lot of... I think these are timings? I'm not really sure what the hell this is. I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, it just has a CMD in the background, and that's what you're seeing right there. I'm not sure what that is. It could be pixel placements for elements? I don't know. Anyway, so, Out of Body. Did it just crash? Uh-oh, I think it just crashed. It crashed. I just tried to full screen it, and then it ate shit and died. Yep, it crashed. Alright, well, there you go. That was Out of Body. Okay, I'm not going to full screen it. Master volume. Okay. Because what was it? I did Abyssum there, and that was another Sokoban type of game. This one kind of looked a little interesting. Oh, it doesn't have controller support. Damn. Alright. So this one looked a little interesting in the fact that it's kind of... Well, it's kind of... What is it? Like Loop Hero or something? Where... Well... It has a mechanic that... Sorry, what? Oh, you gotta press X. Okay. Reading comprehension skill. Level 1. Free up this soul by reaching it with your human body. Consume a heart with X to turn into a ghost. And there you go. There's the mechanic. The little ghost kind of looks like he's from, like, Legend of Zelda from one of the Game Boy games. Skeletons can open up paths and possess your body. There you go. So, the names of the levels might want to get renamed so they aren't just, you know, loop underscore. Alright, stuck undo with Z or reset with R. Oh, you have an undo button? Well, that's very generous. No, oh, okay. There we go. Okay, so how am I gonna do this one then? There's 2 skellies. I only got the 1 body though. I only have the 1 heart, so it's not like I can just... I like the background. I like the background and it's just shifting around. Oh, I accidentally pressed that. Alright, so what are we looking at here? There you go. I'm overthinking it. I'm trying to think of it from the bottom right skelly. I'm sorry, skeleton, but your body is in another castle. Race can be pushed on completed levels. Sorry, what? Meet pure. Oh, God. There we go. So, is there like a meta thing to this where on the main menu, or the level select screen, you're going to have... I can't get to my body from the top one. I like the idea, though, that you can repossess the same skeleton. It's not a single-use thing. The hearts are. The skeletons, you can just, you know, repossess again. Alright, so what are we looking at here? I need to get to the top. I need to... Well, I guess at this point... Again, I'm overthinking things. Boop. And there we go. Alright, so can we... Oh my god, there is actually going to be meta progression. This is a level select where it has a... The level select itself actually is a level. I like that. And then there's the... I guess I can just mouse my... Like, that is an optional level then, I guess. And then we can just push this over there, that hits that, that activates that, I guess. I think. I don't know. Gotta find out. Alright, let's see. Yep. Done that. No! Oh, I was Z! Wait, you- wait. The dev is very merciful. There is an undo history you can go through. I keep pushing R to... whoops. Okay. I shouldn't have done that. There you go. Loop and button. I like that the little ghost pops out and then just is pushing a button in his hand. Can you push? No. Heart is solid object. That kind of felt like a... Felt like that should have been an earlier level. Okay, this looks weird. Okay, the border just cutting off like that. I think there should probably be an extra, like an extra tile just at the bottom here. But have it as a gradient blending into the background a little bit. I don't know. Temple of Fear, Fire Tutorial. Forest of Denial, Rolling Rock. How big is this demo? Like, I thought Abyssum had a good amount of levels to it for just being a demo, because I think that thing was clocking around, what, like 12 to 18-ish or something? And, yeah, like, that one was good, I liked it, just... But this one? Oh my god. Yeah, you know, the flaming skeleton. Yeah, and you can't walk where the fire is, so that's great. Skeleton cannot repossess body while on fire. How are you supposed to do this? Skeleton can come down, but one of those two needs to get moved. Let's see, where was it? Okay. So yeah, the only way you can get... That has to go to the right. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That needs to go to the right. I'm overthinking again. I'm trying to think in like 4D chess, meanwhile it's actually just normal chess. Good, the skeletons can just spread the fire. No, I've done that. Damn. No, I needed to put the block up there. So how are you supposed to do this? Because that block needs to get moved to the right. The only way... Should I start off at the bottom? Maybe. Maybe. Hold on. Uh-oh. There you go. And look at how many levels there are. How many is this? 4 right there, 8, 10, 13, 14, 16. 16 more on this side. Then we have... I think this is 5? 5, 3, 6, 11, 11, 15 right there. And then... I think that's another 5, so 20 on the right side. Jesus. Yeah, that's a lot, man. I don't want to stop, but at the same time I do, because I want to keep the ball rolling while I have a little bit of time and no, money? 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 Brain, please. Energy. Time is money, man. No. It's good. I like it. I thought this one looked good, and yeah. No, it's good. I like it. Can I hit escape? Yep. Save and quit. Does that work? Yes, it does. Look at that. Yeah, so it's like... I guess my 2 complaints right now would mostly be down to... This probably needs to get changed so the levels have actual names as opposed to was effectively just like... You know, the actual development name of the level itself in the code. And then, you know, probably fix it crashing on going full screen. Here, I'll try to go full screen again. Okay, no, it's working. Okay. I like that. Oh, and I guess a third thing would just be, like, fix the CMD pop-up thing that's going on there. And that's it, like... I don't think there's much else you can do to improve that. I don't know how many levels are intended for that thing, but... I mean, dear God, you're already getting a pretty good mileage out of just the tutorial demo. Like... It's, I think, 50-ish levels just right then and there. It's a lot. And again, I'm not really a Sokoban game player. It is not a genre I really seek out or really ever have a desire to play. But I like it. It's done well. You know, same with Abyssum. Abyssum was done well. I like both of these. You know, I think I would prefer a bit... I don't know. I think... Like I said, like I think when it comes down to like the graphics, I like the pixel artwork. I like this background. Oh, you can't see my mouse. I like the shifting background. I don't know why that skeleton seems to be gold or whatever's going on there. But there needs to be something done here. Either go full pixel artwork maybe and drop the background, or make a transition so it's not just this cutoff right here. You know, especially when it's like, you know, like you could maybe make this even work if there was like a little bit of a transparent gradient right there. But yeah, I don't know if this has a story that it's trying to tell, or if it's just, you know, hey, I had this game mechanic idea, I'm gonna make a game around it. But yeah, apparently this is their own engine. Thought it was like RPG Maker or something else that was already pre-gen, but yeah, now here you go. 50 levels. That is a heck of a lot for just a demo. Now, same with Abyssum. Like, both of them just have a very good amount of, levels. The Abyssum levels are generally longer, though. I would assume this game gets a little bit more complex and longer per level. So. Yeah, but nothing too crazy, because I'm sure some of these levels in some of these Sokoban games can be like half an hour of just you pushing shit around, and then it's like, you find out that you kind of screwed yourself like 20 minutes later. Okay. So that is out of body. I almost said Abyssum because now I just keep saying Abyssum. Next one up is going to be... I'm gonna do another... I'm gonna do Norfen. Because the next one up I had on my list here is another Sokoban game, and I don't want to do two of them back to back. Alright, so this is Norfengul, or Norfen. I'm not really sure which it is. I think Norfengul is supposed to be the full name, and it's just shorthanded to Norfen. It is a... It is a Nordic Metroidvania that I kind of was thinking looked a little bit like it was doing the whole, like, Hollow Knight thing, side-scrolling, kind of like Dark Souls-ish combat. Norfengul stretches across the northern wastelands of Erdar, a harsh and wild land where winter never retreats, and the wind seems to whisper of old threats. Space? In that place where the cold penetrates to the bone and darkness creeps into every corner, only firm will and courage offer shelter from an uncertain fate. It is a region marked by an endless... Jesus. I swear, when I'm, like, reading aloud, I have dyslexia. It is a region marked by endless wars, where the desire for power has sown discord and stained the land with blood. All for thrones that long ago lost their value. Oh, I thought we were zooming in still. But not everything in Norfengul is the work of men. The ancient gods still leave their mark. Magic runs like a hidden river beneath the surface, and the shadows sometimes seem to have their own voice. And yet, even the darkest places can become darker. The Dark Lord has turned his gaze upon Norfengul, stretching his shadow with unquenchable hunger. Whatever can be corrupted will be, and whatever cannot be corrupted will be broken and forgotten. Unless a light, however faint, awakens in the hearts of men, a flame of hope that not even the longest night can extinguish. I'm hitting space. Okay. Alright, we do have controller partial support, at least, just not on that previous screen. By the whiskers of the sacred owl, how lucky you are to receive my voice. Silhouette. Un juida traidor, me atrapo en un campo de fuerza. Mágico, y estoy más cuento que una piedra bendita. What? Okay. Is this another Portuguese game? So yeah, partial controller support. If I press Y, I can jump. I cannot interact with that, though. Triggers, bumpers, select, start. Analog sticks in, doing nothing. D-pad is doing nothing. Yeah, the only button I have anything happening with is that. On your eventual, yep. Yep. No sound here. He looks a little... He looks a little fat. I wonder what his name is. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I am Fatgelf, druid of Cospitelheim. Oh god. Cospitelheim. Ugh. And bearer of the wisest staff in Norfengul. We have to get out of this fortress before the guards realize you're on the loose. We have to get... Oh. There's no time for... Yeah, okay, yeah, just standard platforming stuff, really. Okay. Did you find a sword, a cloak, or a mysterious potion? Press tab to open your inventory. And to attack. Okay. I mean, the complete absence... I'm sorry, is that just a club? Yeah, Unga Bunga. I think that's the same sound effect they used in 7 Days. Ah. Okay, so is that a guard, or is that supposed to be a rogue? Or goblin? Oh, you can... good animation. Not every path is flat. Yeah, okay. Trying to find if there's like a dodge and roll button. They see me rollin', they hatin'. So this is a thing that kind of gets me about a lot of these games. I might be horribly wrong, but I think Kevin MacLeod allows you to use his songs in your games as long as you give him credit, as long as it's not a commercial project. These are demos. Technically speaking, you're not selling them, so they shouldn't be counting as a commercial project. You know, you could use the music as a placeholder or something, because right now, having absolutely nothing to listen to, it's just... I'm here alone with my thoughts. I don't want to be. There's the exit, but they've barricaded it. But they've barricaded it with iron! It won't open with brute force. I can open it with a spell. And if you give me a moment, I can summon the Raven's Journey. It'll get us out of here, but it takes time. Protect me until the last... like, that right there needs to be worked on. Why is the exit button the way to progress to the next word? I am Olaf, Jarl of these lands and execution of those who defy my law. You're not getting out of this fortress. Not while I'm breathing. Oh, that can be fixed. Ah, God, I took my hand off the keyboard. Runes of Ord, Allfather. By touching the ancient runes of Ord, the god will watch over you. Your body is completely healed if you fall. Yep, okay. It's a checkpoint. Well, you must go speak to the Jarl about what is happening with the bandits of that Olaf the Usurper. That red stone is an altar to Ord, the god of everything, god of life and creation. Praying in it will restore you spiritually. Bye, Herald. Yep, okay. Run like the wind. Yep, already know. Why is there just spikes out here? That wasn't really worth it at all, was it? Wait, well, okay, hold on. Leather armor. Oh good, we can cover our nipples. I think I'm just... Yeah, you kind of float there. Hold on, can I, like... Yeah! You just have... That is an insane amount of coyote time. Holy shit. Okay, so... The blocking... there's a... I don't know, the blocking's a little janky, I feel. Okay. Lil jank, innit? What are you? Why is he glowing when you hit him? Yeah, it's like he's a flint and tinder or something. Really? I don't know how to do a dodge roll. Victory? What do you mean? I'm hitting control. Nothing's happening. Why is there I'll just do this for intimidation factor. I shall assert my dominance on this other dude. But you don't like my dance? I'll show you the dance of my people. It's rude. Do not attack me while I'm showing my dance of my people. Rude as hell. Yep. Yeah, the combat is really kind of jank. They really could have just added some rudimentary sound effects for the footsteps or what have you. Just absolute abject silence is not good. Like, if your video game has silent moments, it needs to be thematic, you know, like, you know, you go from the open world into a dark, spooky cave, and you know, it's silent to build suspense. You know, or, you know, something like, oh, Aerith just died, you know, rather than playing a bunch of sad music, you can just cut the music out and have it just be quiet because, you know, sometimes less is more. And there's definitely a kind of like stun locking thing going on here. I don't know if that's really intentional or not, but yeah. The fact that you're kind of sliding around while you're attacking too is a little strange. I think the other game I did there for, was it 2 streams ago? I think it was like In the End. I think it was kind of having that same thing to it too.
Oh, who's here? Good at your service. There's no wound that a good herb won't heal. You'll get worse if I don't like you. I'm thinking I don't like you.
Yes, hi Fast, how you doing, dude?
Wisdom comes with age, but not everyone has the stomach to learn it. If you drink something I give you, you better not wonder what's in it first.
Your back's hurting again. Did it ever stop hurting, or is this, like, new brought back pain? Like, has it returned?
That could be my forge. I'm your Norf. And if what you bring is a dying, I hope at least you bring good stories. A sword isn't good for its edge, but for the hand that wields it. Matter never lies. You can trust him more than many people.
Alright.
You've arrived in Borg. This town is continually being attacked by the hordes of Olaf the Usurper. He's a thug who claims to be the Jarl of Borg. He taxes peasants and merchants for passing outside these walls. Olaf and his gang have taken over the fort north of the city. We must do something about it. There's still peace and tranquility in the town, though. What a joy.
Okay. So is it just continuously heading to the right and finding shit to kill? Like, do I not just talk to anyone here? Oh, right, talk to Jarl. Jarl Balgruff.
Ah, a new face at Borg. Welcome. Although I hope you don't cause problems. This place already has its own. Someone has to put an end to that evil bastard, Olaf the Usurper. My job is to protect Borg, but I can't do it against
I can't do it against everyone, right? Okay. It's the pinching that was there before, but not the crippling sciatic pain. Should I be able to do that? I don't think I should probably be able to do that. I don't think I can pick that up, actually. Uh-oh. Damn it. Did they ever determine what the hell the problem was to begin with, dude? Is there any difference between this? Other than the fact I'm now just kind of green? Well, that kind of sucks. I was hoping I'd get the axe, but nope. Is there even a damage value? Iron hammer? What do you mean? It's a wooden club! And then it just has a dash for its frickin' description. Apparently does 10 thing. It's a bulging disc. What the hell does that mean? Is like one specific vertebra fucking up? So the kind of annoying thing to me right now is there's a couple of things I'm actually annoyed with this, is just, one of them is this, dash, control, right? So if I remember correctly, this thing's promotional material shows you being able to dodge roll. I'm slapping control, nothing's happening. That's spear? Dagger. Yeah. That's a dagger. That has to be a horrible mistranslation from, like, Google Translate. That sound effect in particular is massively louder. Oh, cool. You just have master volume. Alright. Well, I guess that is all you have for sound anyway, isn't it? It's not like there's any music here. Yeah. Spear superiority. Long pokey stick beats sword because it has better range. So are you able to kind of, like, move around then, dude? Because I remember, I think it was like 2 months ago and whatnot, when you still had the problem originally, you could not really operate. It's like 5% of the issue you had before. I mean, 5% of the issue, I wouldn't call that much of an issue then. So is it, like, right now, is it less of pain and more kind of like an annoyance? So the game is unbeatable. Like, I cannot progress farther because I cannot dash. I think you have to use the dash midair to actually get past that point. So, alright, I think we're done. I do not think we can actually progress any further than this. So, yeah. That's Norfengul. It's gonna need some work. Graphics are fine, but yeah, like, the combat is feeling kind of stiff. It definitely needs a little bit work on the combat, the blocking. Obviously, the fact I cannot dodge roll, despite the fact I'm fairly certain that the promotional materials were showing as such. Again, like, that is a really kind of perplexing thing to me, that you're going to show a dodge and then the demo doesn't have the dodge in it? Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can get XSplit to frickin', like, get this image to work. Here, look. No, of course it's not gonna work. Why would you work? Come on, man. Here, look. That's why I was interested. Look at how smooth that looks compared to what I just played. Right? The attack is much faster. He's able to dodge right after attacking, as opposed to, you know, like, needing to wait for, I don't know, for him to get a little bored of being in the attack animation or what have you. Because, like, right now, you swing your sword, and if you want to block or something, you're kind of just waiting there. Right? Like, you're wide open. You can't quickly get an attack in and then block right after. You leave yourself open. So, little confusing, little annoying. I don't know why the dash is seemingly broken. I just looked at the version I was on. No, the version that is on itch is still the same version I have. It was last updated 94 days ago, so Yeah. You're also on a couple of pain meds right now, so trying to stay awake. Well, I mean, is watching my stream really conducive to you staying awake? Just saying. Okay. No. Should I be offended to that? Like, should I be taking offense to that? Because, like, that's one of those things where it's always kind of like... That is both a good and or a bad thing, depending. All depends. You were feeling very sleepy fast. You're feeling very tired. Here, I can go into podcast mode if you want me to. Here. Here. Hey there. Welcome back to whatever this is. I don't have any jokey podcast radio names right now. The next song up is going to be one of my favorite songs. It's the Clear Sky Bandit Radio. Here on I Don't Know FM. Okay. What's wrong with the internet? Are they having issues again? Also, trying to keep this rolling still, because I think at this point I only have maybe about like another 40 potential minutes I can use. So next one up is going to be Rolling with the Punches, or Rolling with the Punches. Rolling with the Punches. You wanted to call them and tell them that it's crap. See if they find something or reboot something near you and it goes away. What do you mean? Are you having like massive latency issues or something? Or down and up speed? You know, like bandwidth issues? That's kind of loud. Yeah, that's kind of loud. Okay. So, what does this immediately make you think of or remind you of? Because I'm thinking Hi-Fi Rush, or what the heck was it called? There was a PS2 game where it was Borderlands. Yeah, I guess maybe a little bit of Borderlands, but I think there was a PS2 game that was very colorful and was kind of like a rhythmic fighter or something. There has to be something causing the lag. I don't know, dude. Like, the lag, if you're talking about the desync we've been experiencing on Sundays, I think that's around the same time that you changed your modem. I think. I don't know. No main menu music is a choice. That font is kind of hard to read. Why is the sound... Hold on, listen. The sound effect is louder on exiting, isn't it? Ooh. Ah! It's just kind of unpleasant. For you, people have been hopping around since we started investigating it. I don't think for me, no. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Angerfoot, but also I don't know. It kind of looks also a little bit like we're dealing with like a Garn Ban thing here. Okay, hold left mouse, just choke the frickin' gerbil, I guess. I don't know. What? Why does the target... The targeting reticule is highlighting anytime you get near any kind of object. That's why. Can I... Yes. God, look at that though. It's like there's like a desync on it. Right? It's like punch and then you get yeeted. That I think that definitely needs a little bit of fine-tuning on the timing on that, unless that is actually intentional. Ah. Okay. So we're just doing some basic physics here. Do you remember the game The Ball? Yeah, I mean, I do not enjoy record scratching. Oh, there's actually music? Is this the whole game? Alonzi. What was that from? Oh, seriously, what was that from? Was that just something that, Lupin the Third said a lot? I'm playing this, have fun. Is this all there is? Is it just, like, first-person physics punchy golf? Or is there... No, no, no. There's more, but basically yes. Oh. Oh man, I thought this was gonna be like a combat game. Like, you know... Punch! No. There you go. The complete and utter silence is so jarring. Like, everything is so colorful, and then it's just... Toilet? Well, I mean, look, Chad, if you want to punch your balls, then I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you there, dude. Why does the chicken have a dumpy? Why is the chicken twerking? And he's just there still. Okay. You mentioned the lack of the music already to the dev. Yeah, I mean, it's been a recurring thing for a lot of the games in this game jam. Like, I know some of them have said that they want to make their own soundtracks, and you know what? Fair enough. But not having anything to listen to other than myself talk, I don't want to hear myself talk. Oh. It makes me feel like I'm just playing a game where I'm just moving around one of the really, really big beach balls. Punching the ball feels counterintuitive at points because it just... Like, you're better off just nudging it. Come on, Come on. Come on. There you go. Yeah, there you go. If you ask sound alerts, those can be played. What do you mean, for stream stuff? And man, that twerking chicken was just there the entire time, wasn't he? Are these moving? Yep. You know what this is? This is just a carnival. This is just a carnival. Seriously, this is reminding me of like some Dragon Quest or something. I don't know. What about this level? Is this one you had issues on? Reminds you of Carnival Funhouses? Yeah. Yeah, it does. What was it? Because it's like the carnivals I've been to, many of them would have a thing kind of like this next to, like, the Hall of Mirrors, right? Like, a lot of carnies I've been to, for some reason, usually had, like, a Hall of Mirrors. I don't know what the hell it is about Hall of Mirrors, but there just seems to— oh, please, please, rise! Arise, chicken, arise! That is a very thin corridor. Oh god. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, get it. Yep, 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 yep. We're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. That seems like an unintentional glitch. Obviously, I want to put— god. Punching is actually counterintuitive. You also tried it with the box character. What do you mean? Is there different characters you can choose from? Rather than, like, this dude who's got his 2 fingers being red, you can get someone else? Does this game have a fascination with toilet? Hey, yeah, I'm gonna go up to the roof. Oh, what are you gonna do up there? Oh, I'm gonna take a massive piss! Oh, good. I do think this game has a fascination with toilet. Oh, I didn't skip the level, though. I solved it. Alright, I guess I'll just— alright, let me into the woman's bathroom. Come on. What secrets are being hidden in there? I know you got nuggets in there. Something has changed. God, that font is actually really hard to read. Okay. Oh, Mario! What are you doing, Mario?
I'm punching my balls, Luigi! In the toilet room!
Oh, Mario, but there's a bit more urinals in there than there is toilets.
That doesn't sound as good though, Luigi.
Fair enough. I think the controls are fine, but it's a little like this right there, right? Like, the controls are fine, but the way your character is kind of moving around the environment, I think needs to be tweaked a little bit. Something has changed. So am I going to need to, like, kind of just pop it up into the air? Oh good, more toilet. Oh, hey. Legally distinct bullet bill. You actually get wrist pain from action-heavy games. What about controllers? Can you use controllers? Does that help, or is it still just kind of more of the same issue? Same issue, different cause, effectively, or however you want to word that. I wonder, can I cheese you? Like, we're dealing with a physics game here. Nominally, I should be able to just kind of pop this thing up in the air, because I kind of was able to do so earlier. There we go. It wasn't charging. No. This game doesn't have controller support. Does it not? No, you are correct. There's been a lot of games that really feel like they should have controller support that don't. And then ones that probably would be okay without controller support do. It's kind of weird. Oh, wait. What the hell's that platform then? You'll not play an FPS that doesn't have controller support. You see, that's the thing though, is like, you know, but back in my day, right, controller support on video game, what was it? I played a lot of shooters back in the day with controllers. You know, or stuff, you know, like Quake or what have you, where maybe you're doing keyboard controls even. I cannot do it anymore. I need my mouse. I need my fine aiming control. Yeah, it's also... Part of my issue with controllers as well is they do not react fast enough. They do not react fast enough and not precise enough. I prefer controllers for stuff like racing games or flight sims or what have you. Yeah, like Ace Combat. Ace Combat or, you know, such things like that. Fighting games, yeah, like a, you know, like Soul Calibur or something. Yeah, controller is generally probably better than keyboard there. Of course. Look at the faces you can choose before you start a level. Okay, hold on. What faces? The default? Easier punches. Rough around the edges.
Hey, my name is Hey, my name is Boxy Ass.
Oh god, okay, no, I do not want the box. Wait, is he getting bigger? How does that benefit you? Oh, he's getting tiny now. Uh-oh. 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 No, there's no way I can slow him down now. Okay, no, we're okay. No, we're not. Ugh. No! Is he gaining speed? I don't know if he's enlarging or shrinking more anymore. Ugh, God. You only played to level 4? What am I on now? 6? This is, I do not like this thing when it's small. I mean, I guess I have a way of fixing that, don't I? Hey, hey, Glim. What? God, What game is this? Rolling with the Punches? Rolling with the Punches? Something like that? I'm not sure what the... you know, what it's actually named on the itch. Probably just put in Punch and you'll find it. Yeah, there you go. Chat members got it. What games did you work on the soundtrack for, by the way? I saw that you said you did, and I don't remember which ones you said you had done so with. Okay, I have played neither of those. Please don't. Oh, there we go. Yep, there we go. Well, kind of. Yellow ball is best. What the fuck, dude? Really? You're kidding me. It had enough momentum to... Oh, that's why you get the twerking chicken, because you're not supposed to hit that button. Fire Paradise and Red Rebellion. I don't think I played either of those. Are they visual novels or something? What games are those? What the hell is going on here? Ugh, alright. I had it the one time there, and it was almost perfect, and then it decided to just yeet itself out of the little pocket there, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that again. Like, I got it almost perfectly, and now it's just... Now it's just gonna be garbage. Alright, gonna stop this thing. Boink. Alright. Cyber Paradise is a cyberpunk roguelike platformer. Okay. I think I'm good on this one. I've seen, I think, enough with this. The absolute lack of music, though. Like, it seems to be trying to do something kind of like Hi-Fi Rush or whatever the PS2 game I just cannot remember the name of is, where it's very kind of like colorful, very kind of like punkish or whatever. But the lack of any soundtrack doubling down on that is just... Roguelike platform cyberpunk. Rappa the Rappa? No, 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 no. No, there was a game kind of like Hi-Fi Rush, I think, on the PS2, and I just... I think, like, one of the things you did is you had, like, spray paint, and you could just... No! Beautiful Joe? Nah. Jet Set Radio, that's it. Jet Set Radio, that's it. Yep. And no, I actually had Beautiful Joe on the GameCube, and I did not like it. It felt like a giant piss take to me. I did not like it. I didn't like it for its graphics, its comedy. I didn't like it for a lot of things. Let me quickly go look at what this thing you were saying was. Okay, let's see. Cyber Paradise, you said, and Rebellions of the Red. Okay, let's see. Red Rebellion. That is definitely a VN. Okay, and then you had... What is it? Cyber Paradise. Oh, it's this one. It's the dog one. I thought this was a visual novel. God, what is happening there with all the neon? It's like there are entire chairs made out of neon lighting. That just seems really bad, you know? Like, can't wait to sit on this neon chair that's probably a nice scorching 200 degrees Fahrenheit or some ridiculous thing. I'm pretty sure those things get really, really hot. Let's see. So what does it look like? I'm sorry, is the guy riding the dog? $25-minute game. I don't know how much time I got left. I got like 17 minutes before I need to go here, and I don't think that's enough time for me to look at most of anything. Let's see if I can let's see if I can get something short here. Alright, you know what? Here, I'll take a look at the other... What is it? Sokoban? I keep forgetting. Sokoban, right? Olaf the Boozer. Again, Lucy XC. Is it gonna kick off UAE? No? That's a rarity. It's a Lucy XC that didn't kick off UAC.
Where am I? What happened? God damn it, I can't remember a thing. Looks like I overdid it last night.
Okay, this is definitely using an asset pack. I know this particular graphic. This is a fun, cute puzzler. Yeah, it's a Sokoban type of game. So this one, from what I was reading of its, description, it's him trying to kind of piece together his, like, previous night. So it does have controller support, at least partially. Okay, so he's just fixing all the shit he broke. Oh, good puzzle.
I hope you're ashamed of what you did here last night, buddy.
Corvin emphasizes the last word with a particular sharpness. He looks at you from under his brow, diligently wiping down the semi-broken bar counter with a rag.
Huh? Who? Me? What for? So you've got a memory blackout, have you? Then again, why am I even surprised? Anyone else would have drunken themselves into the grave with that amount. But you? It's just a little memory gap. And by the way, I'm not letting you off the hook. You're gonna pay for all the mess you and your lot caused last night.
And you find out what shenanigans he did? I mean, it's obvious what he did. He absolutely trashed this place. Oh, I see where the puzzle aspect is coming into play. You need to avoid doing that. Okay. There we go. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, it's not quite a Sokoban. You're not moving blocks around, but yeah, alright. I can see how this can be a bit of a puzzler. Trying to make sure that you're not trapping yourself in a corner.
But I couldn't have read all of this on my own. True enough, but you're the only one left to answer for it, buddy. The other cards figured out what was coming and fled in the night. You're the only one who stayed to sleep it off. I couldn't wake you, couldn't move you, so we had to wait around until you came to your own. But at least I slept well. Sure. So how are you planning to pay for all this? I'm pretty sure I drank...
Wait. Olaf's the one talking, right? So...
I'm pretty sure I drank everything I had last night. My pockets are completely empty. Then I've got no choice but to call the guards. Let them deal with you. Wait, I can clean it up and fix everything. I'm handy. Oh, you don't expect I'll believe you, do you? I need it exactly as it was before. That's no small task. But I'll do it, I swear. Promise? Trust me, I'm the most responsible dwarf you've ever met. When I'm sober. Alright, fine. I'll trust you for now. But just so you don't run off or leave it half done, I'll tell you this. I've got something very important to you. Although it seems you've forgotten all about it. I'll give it back to you when you've done what you've promised to do. And you won't tell me what it is? No. I want to see you.
I want to see you face... Typoed.
I want to see your face when you realize what I've kept safe for you. But enough talking. Get to work. First, free little Clem from the kitchen. The who? Our cleaner. You and your pals dragged him into your games last night, then locked him into the kitchen. He's behind the door to your left. Once you deal with him, come back to me.
So, how's the sound right now? Like I said, I only got probably about 12 more minutes at this point, so I'm going to try to quickly look at this. You see a few bottles of beer here, left here since yesterday, leave them be. I'm not going to get him shit-faced again. In the fireplace, you find a half-burnt, crumpled piece of paper. Only the end of the text remains legible. Order must be fulfilled no later than the day of the solstice, 2 hours before the coronation. Any deviation from the timeline will result in the immediate execution of the contractor. I think Olaf might be a little screwed here. You see a simple wooden door with a sign that reads kitchen, staff only. What will you do? Knock on the door.
Yes? Who's there?
My name's Olaf.
Mr. Olaf, is that you? You finally woke up? How wonderful! Now you can free me. You know, we played together last night, but now I'm not so happy. Could you open the door, please? You should have the key, right?
I have to admit, I don't remember anything from last night.
Really? Well, that's... wow. Well, let me remind you then. Around midnight, you locked me in here and said it was a quest. I had to get out of the room in an hour to win. But I kind of failed. Don't you remember this?
No, not at all. And I've no idea where to find the key that you're talking about.
Sir, did you leave it in any of your pockets?
My pockets are empty.
Well, that's bad news. Could you check the bathhouse then? It's the next room. From what I heard last night through the door, after locking me in here, you went with the other guests to the bath. We were playing a game of who could stay under the water the longest. Maybe you left the keys there while you were taking off your clothes.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. But let's not talk about that now. So the bathhouse? Fine, I'll check it. You wait here.
Of course, sir. Where else should I wait?
Olaf is going to find a dead body. Should I have done that? So are these his literal or figurative demons? So how are you supposed to do this? This one took you a few tries. Yeah, I can see why. So, like, if you cut right, you can't get back in. If you cut through here, that doesn't really help you either. There, done.
Hey, kiddo, I found the key.
Oh, great, sir. Open the door.
You insert the key and try to turn it in the lock, but the mechanism doesn't give way. You put more effort into it, but the key only moves slightly. You put even more effort into it, and then suddenly the key breaks. You are left holding only half of it, with the other half stuck inside.
Clem,
Yes?
I think I broke the key. Clem?
Yes, I'm here, just a bit shocked. Well, sir, if you broke the key, there's another option. On the second floor, we have a box with tools for small repairs. There should be a lockpick in there. Would you grab it?
Of course. You can count on me. I'm the most reliable dwarf of them all.
You're witty, sir. Everything will be fine, I believe in you.
So you know what? Our dwarf isn't very dwarfy. He's only got a goatee. He doesn't have a big bushy beard. So that has to be the end spot then. There we go. Alright. You approach the door and hear a quiet, unskilled singing coming from inside. You recognize the song as the famous Song of the Unjustly Imprisoned. Known in every tavern. Rumor has it, it was written by a bard who was locked up for 3 days for a song about the slippery knees of the king.
Oh, the prison didn't change me. The prison didn't break me. Wash me, darling.
Clem!
Why, oh.
I'm back.
No, Mr. Olaf, you're back. Sorry for my singing. I couldn't resist. How'd it go?
I found the lockpick. I'm gonna open the door now.
Oh, it's not that simple, sir.
What do you mean?
Open the door and you'll see.
Your hands are well practiced with tools. After a bit of fiddling with the lockpick in the lock, you'll quickly find the right position. The door responds with a satisfying click and opens welcomingly in front of you. Inside, you see Clem pinned to the wall by his collar. What? Wait, what? The game just got a little bit more complicated. Alright, I got about 5 more minutes.
Thank you, sir, for helping me. Now that I'm free, I must get back to, to work. Maybe I shouldn't have rushed you. Who would have thought that a creature the size of a barrel could contain the contents of 7 such barrels?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously old dwarves have a bag of holding in their gut.
Well done, buddy. Great job. I'm sure little Clem won't forget this. He's a sentimental lad. That could be cured with a good drink. Well, whatever the case, let's get back to business. Your next task will be to clean up the cellar. The cellar? What the hell happened there? When the drinks ran out in this hall, you said that you'd go to the cellar to clear out our supplies there. We just couldn't stop you. Now the entire cellar looks like a battlefield. You need to put all the barrels back in place and tidy up. When you're done, come back to me.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. You can actually, like, get it to disconnect from where you're standing. Oh, you have a skip level button. That's nice. Okay. So... Huh? Okay. Alright, hold on. So... Put him there. No. Well... Wait, what's happening? Huh. It does like a reverse replay.
The cellar is all tidy again, Dwarven. That fast? Well, good job, buddy. Well, now we just have to deal with this hole. Lots of broken tables and benches here. How did that happen? Well, actually, I'm not actually sure I want to know. Well, at first, you sat quite calmly. You and the lads were playing five-finger fillet at the table.
You glance down at your hands and notice a dozen fresh cuts on your fingers. Well, a stabbing knife. Well, stabbing a knife between your fingers while drunk isn't the best idea, as it turns out.
But then you said you were tired of sitting in one spot. So you started playing tag, you see. My furniture wasn't really crafted for a crowd of people. Orcs and dwarves hopping on it, so you'll have to fix it all. You'll find tools in the warehouse. Just so you know, it's a bit messy in there, so you'll need to look carefully. Once you find the tools and fix the furniture, come see me.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the menu. Is there no level select? Oh no, there's no
What?
Very light censorship? I don't know. Okay, so I don't think the name is good. I don't think Olaf the Boozer is a particularly great name. I like the game, though. I like the idea. I like it. I don't like the fact that I just lost my save. Why is there no save? I know it's a demo, but I wanted to pick it up later and actually finish it on my own time, but I guess that's not happening. Like I said, I kind of need to go, so. Oh man, god damn it, man, that actually kind of bums me out now because I was actually enjoying that one. Like, there's actually been a fair few Sokoban games in this whole game jam that I've actually been enjoying. And I, again, don't really normally seek these things out. But Yeah, there's actually been a pretty good amount of, well, what was it? I think it's like 3, because you had Abyssum, you have Olaf, and then you had Out of Body. Like, all of them are doing kind of nice things. Some of them a little bit different from each other, a little bit of the same, but all of them nice. So that'll be it for me for now. I don't know if anyone is live. Hold on, let me go check. I'm going to do that funny button that causes a thing to happen, known as rating. Assuming I can get that thing to actually, well, really the issue is just like trying to figure out who's live right now. But okay, well, Nope, I have no idea. I have no idea who's live right now. It doesn't look like anyone really is, so I guess that's just gonna have to be it. Alright, well, that's kind of unfortunate. There was an attempt. You know, the very poorly drawn star. Anyway, so that'll be it for now. I don't have the time to look at any others right now. I would very much like to, though. I still have a small 27 in that folder now. It's gone down. There's been some progress. Anyway, that'll be it for me for now. I'll probably stream a little bit later, but probably only 3 to 5 of them later. But yeah. See you guys. Have a good one. Until next time.